All right, guys, what you're about to see here in this video is my lesson with Mr. Michael. Now, Michael came in for 2 half days of coaching. What you're gonna see here is our first day here in the beginning when we did our full swing blueprint. So basically the idea was, hey, what's going on with our swing? What are the main priorities we have to start to work on? And then after this, I take him out onto the golf course. I get to see the other parts of his game, but this was the blueprint of what we wanted to do long-term for his golf game. I hope that you enjoy this lesson. Easy game, Mr. Mike. Okay, awesome. Well, you got the straight shot down pat, Mike.
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad.
What the heck?
Here's another top one.
Okay, cool. So like that set of 5, obviously we hit 5 balls, right? It's a small sample size. But that set of 5, if you went to go practice on your own, somewhat indicative of what you might see?
Yeah, pretty much. Once I really get in the groove though, I'm more consistent.
Once you're on ball 150,
yeah,
200,
about 125 I start to get down.
Okay. From the top of the swing, you can either stay where you're at, move away from the target, or move towards the target. Those are kind of your 3 motions. Stay where you're at, move away, or move towards it.
Right.
He, from here, moves slightly
shifting his weight
towards it,
yeah.
right? He's moving towards it. Now, if we watch you from here, you're moving slightly away from it, back. And that movement back, if we have a priority board of things that need to be adjusted, is the #1 thing that causes your angle of attack to be shallow for the fats and thins, and your club path to be too far left for the pools and overfades. So that would be like our #1 thing that we need to adjust.
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
Based on that, I would say we need to turn a little more going back, shift a little going forward, turn a little going forward first, and then put our body, because your arms, when they're bent on the way back and bent on the way through, are just reacting to where your body's at.
Sure.
And so if we get your body moving more neutral, then we can focus on a little bit of arm structure, and that'll be the piece that changes that contact bar. Does that make sense? Those 3 things we just talked about, turn on the way back, shift, turn on the way through, and I'll add in arm structure, is what you need to do until you get them. And nothing else is relevant nor will be relevant anytime soon. And if you get, which the good news of that is, if you get better at those 3 to 4 things, everything gets better, right? And so it's not as though like, hey, we got to fix these 4 things now, and then 3 months from now you're going to come back and there's 4 new things. No. It's probably going to be these 4 things forever, and just us getting incremental, getting better and better and better. So when you see shots that go offline, and the cool part about that is, and the part that I never understood, was like every shot you hit out there is because of those 4: fat, thin, pull, and overfade, that look like 4 different shots. You're doing the same thing. Like if I recorded you 100 times and you hit 20 pulls, 20 fades, you wouldn't know which was which based on the video. It would look the same. I think that's powerful to understand. So that's kind of our game plan for full swing. Obviously, we need to go up now and implement that.
Okay,
right?
sure.
Talk about the turn and the shift.
Now,
yeah, that's right. We're golden. We'll see you
now
later.
That I know.
So, big picture, what we're going to do, and I'm going to guide you through it, in terms of your mind, is more turn on the way back, kind of torso, shifting this way with your entire body, and then more turn on the way through. That's kind of where we're going to start. No, not a lot of details with it, just turn, shift, turn, until we like what that looks like, and then we'll put a ball in and we'll start hitting. So if you make a backswing, go ahead and do what you just did there. That's pretty much the deal right there. So for you, how are you doing that? Are you just telling yourself to turn more?
I'm just telling myself to turn more.
And that's all that needs to be.
Yeah.
And then that's it from there. And then this part we'll kind of dig into a little bit as we go. Let's do that same thing. Nothing more complicated than turn more. And then if I wanted you to shift more this way, exactly, that's pretty much the deal. Yeah. Turn, shift, turn. Now we got to deal with a golf ball at speed.
Oh, well, I understand.
Okay? Yeah.
I understand.
So what's going to change when we put this here, and I want you to get in the golf ball right away. Like now you know what you're supposed to feel. Let's dig right in. Let's exaggerate. What's going to change with the ball there is you're going to have to exaggerate more than what you just did. right?
Get the feel for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's going to feel like you turn a bunch, you shift a bunch, and then you turn a bunch.
And don't worry about it. Just I won't worry about distance or anything. Just
Yeah,
hit
I don't
it.
even care if you whiff. Let's do it. Goal is pure motion. Don't care how you hit these first couple. Yep.
Okay.
And then we'll see what we have to adjust. Good turn back, good shift through. Okay, cool. So let's see how we did on this one. So here's our last one. Let's see our turn back. Okay, beautiful. So you're plenty flexible.
Oh, I can do
Right,
it. I
yeah.
just have to practice it.
Got to do it, yeah, exactly. Now the shift part here, I'm gonna kind of tweak how you do this. So the turn part was cool. The shift part I'd say was okay. That was actually pretty darn good for your first try. Turn, shift, turn. Yes, sir. Awesome job. So here's us here. Turn, excellent. So you do that part easy. Shift, I'm gonna guide you through, and then turn on the way through. Cool. So that's like gross movements, big macro movement patterns. Now, making your body move that much in space when you're not used to turning, because I'm someone who didn't turn and I know what it's like to turn a lot, feels wild and out of control. It's hard to manage those three things.
Right.
So what I want to do is kind of like separate them into their own little categories. Okay. And I want to focus on us getting from impact through the follow-through part first. And then gradually we're going to add in the backswing turn. Okay. Right, because that's kind of the part that feels the wildest.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yeah, big turn on the way back. It's all over the lot. And really what I want to do is say, hey, let's say right now you turn, I'm making up numbers, you turn 20% of what I want. I want you to get to 100% eventually. While I'm with you, I want you to go from 20% to like 130, like too far. Because when you're by yourself and I'm not there forcing it, you're going to creep in between those two.
It could easily happen, sure.
And so if you're at 20, I get you to 130, and you end up at 70, all right, pretty good, right? Good. Now from here, if we did no backswing but went right into a follow through, that would look like here. Good, right to there, straighten both arms. Yep. Good, so that'll be about right there.
Right there.
Here, now come up off this foot a little more, like your shoelaces towards the target.
Okay.
Good. So let's say here, now look at yourself in the mirror. See you over there?
I got it.
Can we square these up? Yes, sir, Ray. So this
That's
right
a big
here.
twist. That's a lot of twist, yeah.
That's a lot of twists. This right here would be about your full swing.
Right there.
Yeah, look in the mirror. So you're fully turned. You got a big hug from me.
It's a big difference.
Yeah, that should be a big difference.
Yeah.
And this looks like that guy in that video, yeah?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, good. Let's do that again.
Okay.
This is like an awareness thing of you got to know where you're going first.
Exactly.
Yep. So we'll go right here into our follow through.
Whoops.
Good, that's okay, I got you covered. Yep, arms straight and lower. Yep, good. So arm wide, look at you in the mirror. So lower these a little, good. Okay. Chest up towards the sky a little more.
Okay.
Good, good. So we'll make a backswing that only goes hip high, and then you're gonna try and get to that same follow through spot right there, and then try and get right through that follow through spot. Yeah, perfect.
I got a little fall off.
Yep, good.
Okay.
Good. And then we'll find middle grounds with that. Add a little bit of speed to that, but keep it only hip high. As if you were going to actually hit this one like 30, 40 yards. Yes, sir. That's perfect. Excellent job. In a simple sense, what I want is your entire body in space to move forward, right? Like your everything. Not just your foot or your hip or your leg or any of this.
I got you.
I want all of you going here as you're turning.
I think part of my problem is, man, I'm trying to not move, stay on the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I want you to
I don't want to sway.
Yeah. Well, and so you do need sway towards the target.
Right. I got prioritize it. Sure.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I think for you, but you're trying to stay on the ball actually.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right.
Yeah. So I need you to go here, and then I actually want you to go like this.
Okay.
Now, this is one of those exaggeration things, right? Do I actually in a golf swing want you going this far forward? Of course not. Of course not. But because you go back 2 inches, and all I really want is you to be just a smidge forward, you have to feel like you go country mile. So I'm going to start shifting you a country mile.
All right.
And then we'll find middle, and then we'll hit.
Let's try.
I think an important note for this too, come on in here for me, is I have, you can take your setup. I have Mr. Mike here for a half a day. So if this was a normal 1 hour lesson, like we're gonna take our time with how this goes, with how we're doing it. If this was a normal 1 hour lesson, I'd kind of expedite the process with some of this stuff, but since we have time, which is better.
This is great.
Yeah, we're gonna learn a little differently. Take your normal setup for me again. With a little hinge and then just pause. Good. So from here, I want all of you coming this way. Feel how far forward you are?
Yeah, that much, that's a lot.
Yeah, let's do that again.
Okay.
Halfway back. Yep. Yeah, because guess what's going to happen when you start to try and do that? You're not going to go that far.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
You're at 20, I want you at 130, we're going to find 70 again.
All right.
Same thing. One of the things, let's flip-flop spots again, that I really like for a feel-wise, drill-wise for me, we did one video on it, I forget what it was titled, but I put the club across my legs like this, and when I make a normal finish position, I'm trying to get this fully parallel to the target. Right, here's us. Here. If you normally went, you would go, right? So hips back,
Definitely.
not fully square this way. I want this to go here where the legs are lined up, and I want your belt buckle, like as if I had a wall here. If I had a wall in front of my left foot, I want your belt buckle when you get through to be on the wall as best you can.
It's a lot of turn,
Yeah. And it's a lot of turn and a shift. Yeah. So here's me like this. My hips are here. They got to move forward. What is that? 2.5 feet?
About that, yeah.
Think about that. My belt buckle's here. It's got to get finished
That's a
here.
lot, yeah.
So I want to go to there. But if I hold that and I'm here, that should look like a normal swing, right? It doesn't look goofy.
No,
or
not
different.
at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
So it's really a combination of, and I want to just play through feels here, of you getting more here, all the way turned and through, the most we can, and getting your belt buckle saying, I got to go from here and I got to kind of hit the wall up here, which means I got to shift, turn, and extend this way. Now I want you to do the same thing with this. I want you to set up over here just to feel how far this is. And just set up where kind of your left foot's against this post, normal width, and then I want belt buckle to that without your face hitting it.
Okay, all right.
You may kiss the wood once. Just go real slow.
I don't want to break my nose right now.
Yeah, real slow. A little wood kiss. So you feel how far your hips have to work.
My. That's a lot.
When you were watching me do it, though, it looked pretty normal?
Look great, yeah.
Thanks.
You can bounce, you know. You can't do what I can.
Belt buckle to the wall. Yeah. So you should be feeling as you going, too. You should be feeling as you're going. As you are going, yes. So you have to push your hips forward, too, as you work.
Definitely.
Yeah. And pushing your hips forward is the shift. Go ahead again. And the extension.
Yeah. Okay.
Finger. Yeah. So it just says little feel things for you. That's more where we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the more I can shift and turn and do that, the easier it is to have my arm. Because listen, I could throw that tour striker ball in, and we may very well do something like that. But that's an effect. Meaning, like, that's not the root cause of your issues, right?
Right.
So what I want to see is how far can we get your body to go? And if we get 70%, cool, then let's match your arms to that, right? And then we'll just see whatever we don't get with your body, we'll match your arms to, and then we'll do the arm structure.
I'll get better as I practice that. I'll get more loosened up, and
You're going to get pretty good at this by the end of tomorrow, my friend.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, we're just going to work through it.
How many strokes do you think that'll knock off my game?
15, 20 shots.
That's what I'm looking for.
All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the lesson with Michael. That was just a portion of our full session we did together. As always, the full sessions will be on cogornogolf.com. We'll include a link in the description down below if you want to check those out, join our community, and get better with us all collectively together. If you did like the video, click the like button, click notification bell if you haven't. Also, please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.